Right now, it's $4,683.21 without golf or gambling, and you make $4,500. So f you.
Look how much money you make. Start saving money. You going out to the party? I'm not coming.
So today, my friends, we're going to be looking at some insane overspending. This is how people stay broke. Of course, there is a substantial increase in the cost of living crisis as well, don't get me wrong. But these people definitely do not help themselves when they overspend every single month. So it may not be to do so much because of their income, potentially because of the lies they tell themselves about spending. If you're new here, my friends, hello, my name is Vic. I react to finance content from all over the internet and help ambitious men get smarter with money by making sense of the simple lessons that we're about to discover in this video. Now, my friends, let's get started.
You spend $120,000 in a year, you dumb making $30,000.
A lot of this stuff are one-time purchases that are not going to be made in subsequent years.
And you need them to survive.
One-time purchases.
And you need them to survive.
One-time purchases.
And you need them to survive.
This is what I'm talking about. One-time purchases.
To survive.
That are not going to be made in 2025
Doesn't matter.
or 2026.
You needed them to survive.
So our spending.
Hey,
our spending is going to go down because of those one-time purchases are no longer on the budget.
Works. Next year, maybe you'll want to buy a chin. The spending that you did last year that are one-time, you're going to find one-time purchases next year.
Chin comment, my friends, honestly had me in hysterics. It was just so unbelievably brutal. I do really think Caleb is amazing. But notice how he said, do you need them to survive? And the reason that question is so important, and that this guy kept arguing back at Caleb for God knows what reason, it was a very easy question. This guy says that it's a one-time purchase, but a one-time purchase, and Caleb knows this, a one-time purchase is never only one time if you don't fix the behavior behind it. You'll continue to overspend year over year, and Caleb knows this and understands this very well, but clearly this guy doesn't. Respectfully, you do not accidentally spend 4 times more than your income. That is not a one-time mistake. That's a pattern, and if you don't fix this pattern, his life won't change. In this case, in my own opinion, it's better to stop blaming the purchase and start fixing the habit. And one of the best ways to fix the habit is to know your monthly expenses, to know your outgoings every single month. Because if you know where your money's going, then you have control over it. If you can't track your finances, you will be led into debt and poor money management, regardless of your income. But don't worry, these clips get even worse. Let's see the next video.
What old people don't understand about Gen Z is that we came into this world 9/11. We were in elementary school, a recession. When we were in middle school, Trump became president. We were in high school, college, and Trump is president again, and we're in World War III. So we have been told over and over again that our time on this earth is very much limited. So I'm going to buy all the fucking concert tickets I want, and I'm going to live it up.
Now, although I don't agree with this guy, I actually understand his point of view more than you guys may realize. Now, I didn't even know this genuinely, but because I was born in 98, I'm actually Gen Z as well, which just put a downer on my day. Only kidding, I'm joking-ish. But make sure you listen, because this is the uncomfortable truth that I don't think people realize. I'm all for enjoying life 100%, but working in healthcare, I can clearly see that people are living longer. Life expectancy of humans are increasing because modern medicine is substantially getting better. And what this means is that the life expectancy is increasing for humans, but the issue is that also what's increasing is the cost of living. And the cost of living will be substantially worse in 20-30 years time than it is currently. Obviously, no one can predict the future, but let's be honest, that is the most likely, like 99.9% recurring scenario. So therefore, as a man, if you want a family one day, like I do, and being a traditional man as well, one of my duties, I feel, as a husband and as a father in the future, is to provide and protect for myself and for my future family. And I wouldn't even say that that's necessarily old-fashioned. I would just say that that's the main responsibilities of a man. And let me know if you guys believe in this, but I really truly believe in the principle of delaying gratification. And I feel what some of these Gen Zers are doing, because they're utilizing the short-term experiences to feel good now. But I feel long-term security and peace of mind for a man and for your future family, you will feel substantially better. And not only that, it gives you purpose as a man. Even right now, I'm planning for my retirement, but planning for retirement or planning for the future doesn't mean you're scared, and it definitely doesn't mean you can't enjoy life right now. It just means you're responsible. But this is my own opinion.
Right now, it's $4,683.21 without golf or gambling, and you make $4,500. So f you. All right, buddy. Never mind. Listen, you're not picking up more hours or anything. This isn't a thing. What it is, change your behavior for 3 months, prove you've actually done it, then declare bankruptcy. That's probably your best way out.
Bankruptcy?
Yeah.
Actually?
Probably you're over your budget. You're working a full-time job. Go pick up a second job, except you're kind of a single dad half the time, so it's going to be hard. Listen, is mom nearby?
Yeah.
Can watch the kid?
Yeah.
Okay, pick up a second job.
She also works a second job.
Runs in the family. Okay, well, if you can pick up a second job and figure out a way to do it, you can pay off this debt and the non-mortgage, non-federal student loans would be about, if you bring in an extra even 500 hours a month, man. I mean, it still takes 100 months to pay off, so... And you're already under.
I don't know what the situation is with this guy, but I really do hope that he gets out of it. And as always, we can see Caleb is exceptionally nice and kind to him. But hey, to be honest, I'm the same, because I really feel sometimes you just need to be direct and blunt to make the situation a reality so that the person can actually act on their overspending or act on their debt, etc. But this situation does sound like it's not really about bankruptcy or a second job. It just sounds like this is about someone who's spending much more than their life can support. I think he said that he's spending like $4,500 or something like this on golf and gambling. That's just so clear what this guy should do to save $4,500. But hey, I don't know the full situation. But most importantly, because he's a dad, and this could just be my growing paternal instincts kicking in, I don't know. When you're a father, it's not just about you anymore. Every financial decision you make now has a second name attached to it, which is your kids. And guys, listen, most of the time we'll find that we don't even need more income. We just need fewer excuses. And just to be honest with ourselves, or to have another man just actually tell you the truth. But yeah, maybe bankruptcy is the best thing for this guy to reset the whole system, but a reset is only as good if the behavior that he has changes. Most men don't need motivation. They need structure. So I want you to watch this next clip and make sure you pay full attention to it.
Look how much money you make. Start saving money. You're going out to the party? I'm not coming. We're going out to the club Saturday night? Dude, I'm not coming. We're going to go over here? Dude, I'm not coming. We're going to go do this? I'm not coming. Save. Save, invest, save. Your income goes up, don't change your lifestyle. Your income goes up, don't change your lifestyle. Your income goes up, don't change your lifestyle. Let your income increase 2, 3, 4, 5 times before you dramatically change your lifestyle. If you can afford to live in $1 million home, live in a $500,000 home. If you can afford to live in a $3 million home, live in a $1 million home. If you can afford to live in a $10 million home, live in a $2 million home. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're like, man, this pillow got softer. I sleep better right now. I feel better. What the hell just happened all of a sudden? Because you made better decisions. So some people have an income problem, fine, but most people don't have an income problem. Most people have a saving and a spending problem that's haunting them. And when you are in debt and you're owing everybody money, you are just not in a good, weak place. You don't do husband better. You don't do friend better. You don't do business better. You don't do any of that stuff better. So you go increase your market value, think about your vision long-term, what you want your life to look like, what you want your dreams to look like, and then make better decisions. One day you'll wake up and everyone's going to say, wait a minute, what happened to you, bro? How are you living this life?
This is what real self-respect with money sounds like and looks like. This guy's Patrick Bet-David, a multi-millionaire. He's an awesome guy when it comes to talking about business and money, etc. Obviously, I don't know him on a personal level, but he's saying an underlying message here, which I always try and address to the ambitious men that are watching this channel and in the exclusive online community I've made for them, which is what I truly believe, which is to stop letting your income dictate your identity. In real life, from people I've met, I can see how someone earning even a simple £30,000 a year can actually outperform someone that's earning 100,000, even 100,000 plus a year. Because in my opinion, it comes down to actual skill set in regards to investing and research, etc. I would classify that as a skill set in my own opinion. And also behavior. Because a lot of people that are earning a lot more, they spend substantially more. Not a lot, substantially more. Because they're earning so much more than the average person. And it's a weird psychological thing, because I really believe that when someone earns more, they feel that the reward of that is spending more. But personally, if I earn more, in my head, I'm literally thinking my reward for doing this is investing more for my future self. Because I believe the real flex is earning more, but living the same. Because I'm a simple man, I genuinely really like my life. And also something I've found, my friends, is if you say to your friends, like Patrick was saying, I'm not coming to the party or to the club, etc., that truly shows how good that friend is. Because if they leave you, then you've dodged a bullet. You should have never been their friend anyway, because they only wanted you for this specific thing. Thankfully, the friends I have stuck by me regardless, even when I have said no, and I'm very grateful for them. But it's something to consider, my friends.
Here are 3 ways you can stop overspending and impulse buying every time you see something you think you like. Number 1, take a screenshot of the item that you may want to purchase online and just put it in your camera roll. Chances are you will forget about this and you won't even need to purchase it. Number 2, you need to give yourself a 48-hour window to decide whether that purchase is actually worth it or you're just impulse buying in the moment. Because chances are you've already spent money, so now you want to go and spend more. It's like a snowballing effect. Once you've started spending money, you can't stop. And finally, number 3, which is my absolute favorite, is having a guilt-free percentage to spend on whatever you want within your budget. So this means you have a percentage of your take-home pay that goes towards anything that you like. Because at the end of the day, we are all human. We want to have fun, so you need to set aside some money for that, otherwise you're going to go insane.
I like this guy, and the reason why it's solid advice is because it works with human behavior. And you see a lot of this investing stuff I'm talking about, my friends, it really truly links back to human behavior, accountability, discipline, and consistency. And genuinely, these things are skills, because I believe it's the simplest thing that can actually make you incredibly wealthy if you stay consistent enough. So ironically, your saving grace is simultaneously your bottleneck also, depending on how you behave around it. I want you to remember from this video, my friends, that overspending isn't a money issue. It's an impulse issue. And your impulses need friction. To question yourself, why am I buying this? Why do I need it, not want it? I don't know what this phenomenon is called, but it's genuinely true. The moment you start spending, it does create momentum. You're more likely to spend again, and in a shorter period of time from your initial purchase. That's why when you buy something, I believe you should buy it with intention, not because you're impulsive for it, because then you're training your body, oh, I'm an impulsive person. So the next time you get an impulse, your body behaves in a sense that, oh, okay, well, we bought this initial thing, let's buy this one again. And it's interesting psychology, because even though you are not your thoughts or your feelings, you don't want to be controlled by them, and you can be very easily controlled by them if you fall for them and if you lead with them. And I believe nowadays a lot of men lead with thoughts and feelings. And I'm no exception. I make this mistake as well, but I really try my best to identify when I have. Because I want to lead by myself, because of me, not because of my thoughts and feelings. And for the ambitious men that are watching this is not about you trying to be perfect. It's about building internal systems in here and positively influencing your behavior and building these skill sets so you stay consistent and on track towards your goal and your purpose financially. If you want to build these habits and skill sets around other ambitious men on a similar financial journey to you, who are serious about their long-term growth financially, but still want to enjoy the process, then my friend, I've built an exclusive community just for you guys. It's taken me months and months to build at the most affordable price it will ever be right now. There's a 7-day free trial, so you've got nothing to lose, and I would greatly appreciate your feedback. The link to the community is down below in the description. If you enjoyed this video, my friends, make sure to leave a like, subscribe as well for more future content like this, and your feedback will be greatly appreciated. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments below and what future videos you want me to do. YouTube recommends you watch one of these 2 videos over here, my friends. Click one, and I'll see you over there.